All right, guys. So I keep thinking I have something on my face, but it's on my stupid screen. Well, it's in my screen. Perfect. Um. So today I had a decent day, obviously. But took 2 wins, 3 losses, and 2 break evens. But despite all that, you can still stay profitable and still end up making money if you have a decent strategy. Which I feel like I have a decent strategy. I'm not saying it's the strategy. It's me. I'm the one that's like not. If it's a mistake, it's probably going to be the actual guy. If it was coded, you'd probably be a lot better. But that's a different topic. It's a completely different topic for the day. As you can see, I had a decent day. All my executions, just so you guys know, I'm not just bluffing and not just not explaining why I went the way I did. Anyways, to the actual part where you guys care. So we came up at about 9:40. It was a little earlier than I usually take my trades, but it was just a good setup, so I was like, I'm gonna take it. We had overnight volume high get hit a couple times. We had the volume POC get hit, and then we had a good breakdown, and it was a low enough risk where I was like, if we hit this and have a good candle, then because we reswept the highs is a good key there. We came up, swept, came down, reswept the high, and then had this candle where I was like, we obviously eventually are gonna probably go here or go here. So I was betting that we would go here. Made, I don't know, like 5 something or 6 off this move down. Took about 9 contracts off. I had 15, if my memory is correct. And then I had full TP here, and then obviously we had no type of exit besides an engulf candle right here. But I haven't been really caring about the engulf candles as much, which I'm gonna have to be, because in a bull market you kind of have to just know that it's gonna reverse on you. Anyways, but ended up getting stopped out at break even around somewhere right here. For the full, I think I had 6 more contracts left, so I got stopped out for 6 contracts, which kind of stinks, but it's okay. I was gonna make a buttload if I would have hit that TP, so I was fine, and I already made 500, so I was like, it's whatever, you know. But I had this entry here, and I literally would have bottom take this entire move. But I went break even too early because I was nervous about losing some of the profits that I had made because they were so little. So once again, I went break even on a trade that could have made me a lot, like 1,200. And no point in me going break even at all. And I went break even on this candle, like it wicked me out. So if I ever go break even, it's gonna be after candle closure from now on. Or just straight up take a loss. These were the first losses I actually took on the account, so that was kind of cool in a way to finally get those losses out of the way and realize that you're gonna be fine. But first loss was after this candle, which was a setup. It honestly, I'm a little bit of an idiot because I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm not that much of an idiot. Yeah, we had already swept all-time highs. Okay, let me give myself a little bit of credit. We already swept all-time highs. We were aiming towards that standard deviation of 1, which I just remembered what that was. Somebody told me on stream what it was. You know who you are. But anyways, I was aiming for the standard deviation of 1 on this trade, so I should have waited till at least this guy hit. But tried here. I'm pretty sure I tried after this candle too, which was not my setup. That's on me. I lost another 200 or 300 here. Lost 300 here. Lost another 200 or 300 here. So I'm actually down like 230 on the day now, after being up like almost 600. And then saw this setup. I was like, dude, it's all-time highs. I'm just gonna go long. I'm gonna target second standard deviation with full 10 contracts. So I ended up hitting that for a full 10 contracts. I had a lot of scary moments. Like, actually right here is an entry for shorts. But we're at all-time highs, so you don't fade all-time highs. I just had to break even, and I was like, if I get stopped out at break even, it is what it is. I'll end the day negative 200 and come back tomorrow even stronger. But I ended up obviously holding, top ticking and then it went down. I was already like recapping my stuff. Otherwise, this would have been a really good entry. And then just targeting, obviously, I think at one point it was the really did not mean to do that. Oh, it's extended. That's why. Yeah, and then just targeting obviously the top right here. But we did not take that trade, so we cannot talk about that trade. But yeah, that was the trade. Just using standard deviation when you have all-time highs that you're trading. You literally just take the top. Let me just go to here because there's nothing on this chart. You just take the top of the range is what I usually do. Or it's backwards for me. Top of the range to the bottom of the range, and then you find out the 1, the 2, the 1.5. I have the 1 and the 1.5 because majority of the time it's either going to go to 1 and then possibly go to the 1.5 and then just not even go to 2 or 3. 3 is if it's like really bullish. 4 is if it's like a tweet or something, honestly. But those were the trades for the day. I'm going to keep it nice and short, hopefully. This isn't too long of a video. But yeah, I'm not saying it was easy today because I definitely had some spots where I was like, this could turn into a pretty over trading awful day. But we stayed focused. We with our heads down. I realized in the moment, I was like, I'm risking $200 or $300 to make like 1,200. So you have to be okay with losing. And I feel like that's something I need to work on. So I'll be working on that for sure. Honestly, just back testing and taking losses. Not even my setups or anything. I just want to be taking losses so I get the feeling of like, it's okay. You're going to make it back. But yeah, that was basically it. And I'm not even over leveraging either. I'm using literally, I think I de-risked today. Because on this trade, I only risked. Let me see here. Yeah, so I averaged it in, which I don't know what the exact average was exactly, but I was like just kind of like seeing how much it was going to cost me, and then I just went to 300, I think, or maybe 400. But on this trade, if I got the perfect entry and I didn't have to worry about trying to get the sizing right, 44 contracts is over 20. It's around 18 contracts, and I had only 15. So I mean, it's a little bit of a de-risk. And then this one, I don't know how many I used, but 40. I could have had 20 contracts on this thing to first standard deviation. That would have been insane. But thank goodness I de-risked all today because these would have been for 500 each. This one would have been for 500 if I would have lost. This one would have been for 500. So it's kind of just like being okay with. I'm building a buffer before I can do all these like high expensive trades. And I'm not trying to add in like this was an add in, but it was because I was trying to get the right stat, like the right risk. So yeah, that's basically it. Stream was extremely stressful for me because this trade I was holding through all these ups and downs, these huge moves down. But I had an uncanny confidence in this trade because longs were gonna play to the standard deviation. I just knew. So, yeah, I'm gonna get off. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm hoping it's not too long of a video. Oh, it's 8 minutes, damn. Yeah, I might throw in a clip or two of the stream. I didn't really enjoy streaming today. Besides the very end, I had so much fun at the very end because a couple of my buddies, you know who you are, a couple of my buddies joined, and they haven't been on stream in a long time, and they were like cheering me on, and I was like, heck yeah, man, this is so much fun. But yeah, hopefully you guys have a wonderful Thursday. I'm gonna hit back and maybe some buy tonight, probably either back or arms, honestly, and then some cardio. And we're gonna call it for the day. Thanks for watching. I'm about to finish recording this, put it on YouTube, film some reels, get ready for work. I'm so hungry right now. I need to go eat, get ready for work, and then I'll be off for the day. Or I'll be going with my day. I'll see you guys later. Hopefully you guys won your trades today. If you were on stream, you might have tagged me or might have whatever it's called. Fishtailed. What's it? Backtailed. I don't know. You tailed. You tailed my stuff. You would have probably lost money today, honestly, not knowing how to like use risk management or whatever. But if you did know how to use risk management, then I would watch my stream, man. You could have made a little bit of money today with just a little bit of bias. Unless it was against trade. Actually, I actually prohibit that. Do not do that. Do not copy my trades, because you're going to end up blaming me and not the fact that you don't have a strategy that you use. Honestly, if you're in a trade or trading, do not watch somebody's stream. It's going to affect your bias. I've done it before, and you could be right and they could be wrong. If you're not following your strategy, like if you can't like perfectly see your strategy, I would not watch somebody else's stream while you're trying to trade, honestly. I've had me and a buddy of mine, like we both had trades where we would have won if we would have just stuck to our bias and not the trader or the trader's bias. I used to watch TJR's stream back when I traded ICT like a lot. I used to watch his stream like I used to trade in in the truck at work, and I'd watch his stream like right at 8 or 8:30, I think, and I was like always like, is he gonna share some information on how I can get my bias? And I didn't realize that at the time, but that was hurting me so much, trying to like copy his trades. It was just stupid, and I didn't realize that till later, like honestly a couple months ago. But yeah, that's pretty much the jiggy. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.